Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I gotta say, I was a little disconcerted when I saw this last night, and I thought I'd put it in today's video. XRP_Canada brought this to my attention, and it's a tweet from Jungle Inc., my good buddy, Stuart_XRP, I'm sure you guys might know him from the community, has been banned by Twitter. Please retweet and, like this tweet, tweet out to Twitter support, because I think there's something going on against some XRP community members, and, people are flagging their accounts for no good reason. Stuart_XRP is a good guy, puts out some good information, so there should be no reason why he is Twitter banned or shadow banned, whatever it's called. Anyways, guys, show your support for this. I don't think that it is acceptable either. Let's get Stuart XRP back into the community. The market is looking interesting today. Bitcoin up at 9,300, 9,347. Ethereum down a little bit, 180, and XRP up to 0.294. Guys, strong rally, and we've seen a bit of a Bitcoin resting. Bitcoin kind of chilling out right now, after a couple of days of some really good volume. This is BTC on the daily, and I know some of you guys are like, well, how come XRP didn't go up as much as Bitcoin? But guys, you got to remember, it's all relative. If we go back to this dump here that I was talking about on September 24th, where XRP reached a low of 22 cents, and we look at where XRP is trading right now compared to Bitcoin. Okay, so even despite the fact that Bitcoin has gone up more, right? Bitcoin dumped down here to this price here, 79.98 approximately. Now trading at around this mark here. So since September 24th, Bitcoin is now up 15.8%. Okay, so think of that. And XRP is actually up 33.6%. So despite that it hasn't moved as much in the last 2 days as Bitcoin, it is still up more percentage-wise from this big dump on September 24th. Something you guys should really take note of, because not all cryptocurrencies are going to move exactly the same way. Okay, altcoins tend to lag. And guys, remember, XRP, it's last but fast. In the last bull rally of 2017, it only took 3 weeks for XRP to go from roughly 25 cents all the way to $3.80. And it only took that last little bit of time. When Bitcoin was kind of reaching its top, everybody was like, oh, well, we got to put money into altcoins. Again, guys, that's a spec market. That's how human psychology works in a spec market. So don't be worried. There is money to be made in a speculative market before real world utility. We just have to be patient. Bitcoin's doing its thing, and the rest of the altcoins will indeed follow. I saw this on the Daily HODL. Bitcoin now targeting 20K with XRP ready to explode, says crypto analyst. So a couple of predictions here. Somebody saying Michael with 2 dots over the E, Crypto Michael, or whoever that is, saying that the new target is now 17,000 to 20,000 for Bitcoin within that shorter term period. Okay, that looks like a 2019 prediction. From what I understand here, is it 2019? I don't know. It doesn't say the year, but where he posts his chart here and his prediction of where that could go. Scroll down here. They have a few guys here. But this from Crypto Gains at Crypto Gains 1 on Twitter. And XRP is a powder keg ready to explode, essentially. As for the reason behind Bitcoin's big end of a rally that pushed BTC past 10,000, analyst Alex Kruger says there's little evidence to show that China's president Xi Jinping's recent show of support for blockchain technology triggered BTC buys in China. Instead, he thinks the big news from the president's sentiment among crypto traders outside of China who are already in the market. So not so much people in China buying cryptocurrency, or buying Bitcoin rather, but the fact that China is now stating that it's okay to buy cryptocurrency, and they're stating this and their people are listening. This was a signal for people already in the crypto space all around the world, in Europe, in the United States, in other parts of Asia, to continue to buy up Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, because, China is going to have and does have I'd say somewhat today, a pretty big influence on global economics. Well, they most definitely do today have a big influence on global economics. They are not the biggest world economy, however, they are pretty close. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about this and then get back to the cryptocurrency bit. China's population, guys, is 1.386 billion. The United States at 327.2 million. Okay, so if we look at China's population vis-a-vis the globe, it's 18.4% of the world's population, okay? The world is sitting at about 7.53 billion, and China makes up 18.4% of the world population, whereas the United States only makes up 4.3 3% approximately of the world population. So China's president, obviously a huge influence in, now saying cryptocurrency is good to go. It could have had an influence on some Chinese buyers. There are definitely people in China who are buying cryptocurrency or who had been already, but this just kind of gives the green light now to the people. But they're saying, at least this particular analyst is saying that, this could have already given current crypto traders, the go-ahead to buy more cryptocurrency. And we got to remember, even though the US only makes up 4.3% of the world's population, it has the largest percentage of people who are in cryptocurrency in the world. So something we have to remember. I also saw this from the Daily Hodl. Ripple executive says XRP and crypto assets poised to grab millions of customers in Micropayments revolution. And so this from Navin Gupta, obviously a Ripple employee, talking about this at the FinTech Abu Dhabi Conference 2019. This is Ripple's managing director for Southeast Asia. Talking about micropayments, stuff we already know about, guys. I will link this in the description. They got a video down here with Navin Gupta speaking at the conference from October 23rd. Just wanted to bring it to your attention if you're interested in this. Don't want to dwell on it too much here, because I want to keep going here. On Twitter, Labo a Crypto 3.0, and that's at 0LAC, 0LLAC 3 on Twitter. In the Bitso Mexican and Coins PH Filipino ocean of ODL transactions, xrapid.space just spot on ODL pattern from Mercado to Bitstamp. XRP sent through the XRPL from the Brazilian exchange Mercado to Bitstamp and sold instantly for dollars. So just screen grabbing this transaction here, 388.558596 XRP, demonstrating this on-demand liquidity that it is occurring in this Brazilian corridor. So the BRL is the Brazilian real. So this is the on-demand liquidity, guys, albeit, it's small amounts right now, but this is how we're going to see ODL, on-demand liquidity, eventually expand. We got to start somewhere. It's starting small, but you know what? It will grow eventually. Baby steps. Baby steps before we see that real flow. This is a great indicator, though, that we are on track. So thanks, Labo a Crypto 3.0, for that tweet. I also got Recomec here on Twitter. This is an eye-opener, folks, so thanks so much at Recomec on Twitter. This from XRP Ripple News, and so this article here with regards to China all in on digital currency, what does it mean for the dollar and XRP? So China's rapid embrace of blockchain, more precisely its yuan-backed crypto, is huge news in circles such as Congress, finance, and the White House itself. First off, we start with China's new law aimed at developing blockchain's increasing role as a replacement for fiat currency active January 1st, 2020. So according to the Chinese Congress, the new law will encourage national-wide education efforts such as public exhibitions to promote cryptography among government officials, companies, and social groups. Okay, so we know this. This is news from before, essentially just China, making it clear that cryptocurrency is all fine and good. Although trading crypto remains illegal for now, many feel that the law will open up some 1.3 billion people to cryptocurrencies such as XRP, perhaps sooner rather than later. So guys, we got to understand China is already leaps and bounds ahead of some Western countries with regards to technology. So in China, people are already making most payments with their mobile phones. So whereas we use credit cards, they're already making most of their payments with mobile phones. Add to that the fact that there are now more Chinese millionaires than in the United States. I don't know if that fact is correct. I got to check on that. I thought there were more millionaires in the United States. However, I could be wrong on that. A very smart move moving so quickly could mean financial checkmate on the dollar as the global reserve currency. A yuan crypto could also circumvent sanctions in the trade war. So they're talking about a few things here. The dollar as the reserve currency, the yuan could circumvent sanctions because we know the US has power because of the global reserve currency. With regards to a trade war with China, there's a lot going on here, a lot of socio-political factors that we have to take into consideration. Soon to be head of the ECB, Christine Lagarde, and Facebook meat smoker Zucks have both warned of what could happen if the US is left behind. While being grilled in Congress regarding Libra coin, Zucks warned officials of the dangers of not getting to the finish line with crypto tech first. So I was born as a citizen of this world. So this is a quote from Christine Lagarde. The risk I see is that the United States is at risk of losing leadership, and that would just be a terrible development. And this is because it has always been a force for good, and those principles I have always respected highly. The rule of law, democracy, the free market, and consideration for the individual and respect. So that from Christine Lagarde. They talk about other factors at play here, like the Brexit crisis, and how some people in the XRP community privately wish for a global financial downturn. The smart among us know the money will flow into gold and now into crypto like XRP. Not only that, if traditional fiat currencies like the euro, the pound, and the dollar drop in value dramatically, XRP could well reach into the hundreds of dollars per XRP token. With most of the world's fiat currencies now looking into digitalization with stablecoins, what does this mean for Ripple's XRP? Well, XRP is designed to be an intermediary between all fiat currencies and global cross-border payments, and it is already doing an incredibly well job at that. Okay, the English in this article isn't so great. Nevertheless, we get the point. Here's a big point here, though. Ripple and XRP Super Bull Yoshitaka Katao confirmed as a board member of the Chinese Investment Association. This in particular could be huge for Ripple. And finally, we reported last year that American Express, a huge RippleNet user and advocate, had signed a huge deal with the Chinese Lian Group. So we see Ripple has already connections to China. And, you know, although, guys, China's population, or rather the speculation around this is that the Chinese president's statement didn't really affect the trading. I think that it may have affected it a little bit. I think that perhaps this statement is true here, that it has affected crypto traders, people already in crypto, getting more confident in crypto, but this is going to switch, I think. It doesn't really matter where the money's pouring in from, so long as the money does start pouring in, and we're starting to see it day by day. It doesn't hurt that Ripple has these connections to China, and so thanks so much, Recomec, for posting this article. I thought it was really great. And the other thing we got to remember, guys, is that China's economy, so let's go here, top 20 world economies, so economies in the world, the richest economies in the world. The United States is number one at 20.49 trillion, and guys, China is a close second at 13.41 trillion. China is slowly moving up, and these developments are huge news. You know, I know it doesn't concern us because we don't live in China, or at least most of us listening to this channel do not live in China. Nevertheless, this is very, very important news for the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and XRP in particular. Guys, I just wanted to end this off with Stephen Bull from the Dieppe at DiepSun on Twitter. Number 1, Ripple educating lawmakers about XRP. Number 2, lawmakers understood digital assets. Number 3, the whole space is regulated. Number 4, holders of other coins should thank Ripple for doing just that. And to me, this is like an overarching tweet that kind of encapsulates this video quite nicely. The entire space needs to grow. Ripple is doing its part. Obviously, the Chinese government's doing its part. People holding coins that are going to have value are really going to be the lucky ones down the road. And as 2019 is slowly coming to a close, I'm seeing the cryptocurrency holder community getting closer and closer to riches. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.